Hello, welcome back. I'm Tonya from Tonya's Witchy Kitchen. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'll show you my shirt. Isn't that awesome? I love penguins. I went on a trip with my my two daughters. They went to the Struts concert. Woo, woo. And I went with my mom and my two grandsons. And during the trip, we went to the Omaha Zoo and Aquarium. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun. So much fun. It was so worth it. Like, you could spend days there and totally get lost. Seriously. But beautiful place. Like, if you get the chance, Omaha Zoo in Nebraska. We were on the board of Nebraska and Iowa, so we were interchanging all the time. It was great. Oh, we had so much fun. So much fun. So many pictures. Yeah. But anyway, so it's October, and I am going to be doing my holiday soaps coming up, and I want you to go to my website and subscribe to the newsletter so that the end of November there will be a week of sales on my website, and I want you to get the best possible price. So you need to subscribe to the website to get the newsletter that gives you the code for the best discount possible for the holiday season. And Facebook will have one, but it won't be as good as this one. You gotta work for it, people. Oops. Not my thing. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be telling you every time, is go subscribe to the newsletter to get the code so that week of sales you can get the best deal. But anyway, yeah. Because last year I made sets. I don't know if I'm making sets this year. I haven't decided. I got a little bit of time. But anyway, the soap today is the Fuzzy Winter Soap. We are actually doing a test to see which is better, oven process or CPOP in the oven, or the heat mat. Okay, I'll explain it in the video. I just wanted to see which one works better, because as a home soaper, my oven is in lots of use for other things besides soap. So sometimes I have to take it out early, which sucks. So I want it to CPOP. I want it to gel. That's the point of CPOPing, is to make it go. It's forcing it to go through gel phase. Sometimes you don't have to force it to do anything. So depends on what the ingredients are. But those are the things. So if you have a chance, go to the Omaha Zoo. Otherwise, 3 things. Dream big. Be true to you. You are worth it. Let's go check out this video. And here we go to the soap. This is, so we're doing 2 soaps in the same type of mold. Same batch, same batter, right? We're going to pour them 2, each one at the same time. And then we're going to CPOP one in the oven. And we're going to put one on a heat pad, insulate it, and put it on a heat pad. And see which one goes through gel phase the best. But anyway, this is my Fuzzy Winter Soap. It is delightful. It's got its own bottle. It's a blend. My son actually helped me with, my middle son, a couple years ago. I think the first thing I did was I put it in a candle, and it was so yummy. And then I just had to make a soap. So it's been a pretty good soap seller. Always people are interested. I don't know if it's the cinnamon in it or what. I think so. But anyway, so I had to do my big bucket again. I haven't used this thing in like a year, and then now I'm doing it twice in a short span of time. But so the fragrance, the essential oils. So this is totally essential oils. There's no fragrance oils. It's all essential oils. And it does thicken up my soap a little bit, which is okay because it's perfect for this pour. Because I need a thicker pour to make the layers. And I've done the layers different many times. I've done them with an oil layer. I've done them with a thin layer. I've done them many times. But I think I've got it to where I want it. Except I wasn't even sure if I record it correctly, which was funny because I just saw the bar today. Okay, so, yep, there are 2 colors and then just the base color for the soap. The blue, is getting chunky. I've never made this big of a batch before for the soap because it's you'll see the mold. And then I put too much in that one because I was daydreaming. Yeah, it's a thing. It is a thing. Daydreaming, and I was thinking about another of my Christmas soaps that I need to finish. I got one left, and yeah, should not plan out soaps while you're making soap. But that is Blue Tide by Mad Micas. That's the color. And this is Tequila Sunrise by Mad Micas. They are just 2 phenomenal colors. I just love them together. And I'd probably do more soaps with those 2 colors together, but then it would be like this one. But I keep thinking one of these days I'm going to throw those 2 and my Love of Sunshine together. And yeah, we'll have to see. But anyway, those are my molds. They're baby molds. They hold 14 ounces of oils. I can't tell you how many ounces of soap batter they hold. I can't remember. I just know 14 ounces is full to the top. So I start with putting in 5 ounces of the base color in each mold. That is just to make sure that I have, the same amount of the layers look, like they weren't just thrown in here. They were, there's a little thought process to this. And so then I put 3 ounces of each of the colors, 3 ounces of orange into each mold. Because, they're not even. It's 5 ounces of the white, 3 ounces of the orange, 5 ounces of white, 3 ounces of teal, 4 to 5 ounces. I think it holds 21 ounces of batter, 22, and it's full to the top, maximum bar capacity. Yeah, so I'm sorry. I should have angled my camera better. I'm going to try and get better at that, you guys. The nice thing is that essential oils do, they can accelerate the batter, and which, for this, it's great having it thickened up a little bit because I don't have to worry about waiting for the layers in my other soap getting too stiff. And yeah, it's stiff. It's definitely but it's pourable. It's pourable, but it's still a nice consistency. So, if I had used the one that I used for that 70s soap, we'd be sitting here all day waiting for these layers to set up. And it wouldn't look like that. It'd probably be a drop swirl. Yeah, it'd be a drop swirl. So what I realized is I think I did this bar upside down. Yeah, the teal's supposed to be on the bottom. The orange is supposed to be on top. Yeah, I've made this I don't even know how many times, you guys. And, of course, I film. And, Allah! Screw up. It's just me. It's okay. It's nothing major, so, right? That's the good thing. Soap is forgiving, and you guys won't remember that. It looks odd. You'll just know that there's orange and there's teal, and if I can't remember, how are you going to remember? Right? Maybe you will. I don't know. But I had to do something, It's like, it's just me. My son and his girlfriend were watching me pour this, and they were like, it looks like pudding. And it's like, yeah, it does look like vanilla pudding. Because I'm going to hanger swirl this up and down in a jagged line. And the best thing about that hanger is it only goes on one side, so I know exactly which way. That's never an issue. The issue is to make sure I cut the dang bars the correct way. Like, seriously. That is an issue. I have cut them wrong once. And it's not pretty. No, you'd be shocked. There's a whole thing with how you cut bars. That's another video coming up down the road. A different technique. I just want to try, but yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So after I zigzagged it, or hanger swirled it, I did this just the up and down. It's not really a swirl. It's just a up and down, up and down, up and down. And then I put the rest of the batter in here. Smells amazing. It is so amazing, you guys. Just yummy bar. This is actually one of the few bars I put almond oil in. And I know there's the whole allergy thing, and I do label it in red. But, yeah, I don't know how that works because, so, like with nut allergies, my kids are allergic to the meat, right, of the nut. So over the years, if you've ever had deep fried turkey at a wedding, which we have often up here, it is fried in peanut oil. But they're not allergic to peanut oil. And, yeah. But, as far as in soaps, I don't know. I mean, does anything actually make it through saponification? You put a carrot puree in there, you can't find the carrot anymore. I don't know. Personal preference, and so I do label all my nut oils in red on my labels just because it is a thing and I want people to be aware of it. But this is one of the few that I do actually use almond oil in. I don't know why. So I just mica'd the top and give it a swirl, some snowflake mica with it, and spritzed it with isopropyl alcohol, both of them. They're both getting the same treatment except at the end here. At the end. So the one on the plate, on the cookie sheet, is going in the oven at 170 degrees for about a half an hour. And it will stay in the oven overnight to cool down. Now this one here is going to get covered with this cardboard. It's going to get wrapped in a towel, and it is going to get put on a heating pad, medium low, for about an hour. And it's going to get unplugged, and it's going to sit there the rest of the night. Into the cut. The top one is the one that was in the oven, and this bottom one is the one that was on the heat pad. So when you look at them, they look very, very similar. You can see the little holes because that was such a thick batter. But what the heck happened to that? That's the one that was on the heat pad. Which is really, really interesting because I felt when looking at them down the road that that the one in the oven looked like it got hotter because it had glycerin rivers a little bit. So this is the one that's from the oven. Okay, I had a hell of a time cutting. This first one, I was like, oh, yeah. I used to cut with a knife, but my kids, I don't know what the heck they were using the knife to cut, and it just doesn't cut as nice as my wire cutter does, so, yeah. Okay, jumping forward, this is the one that was on the heating pad. Like I said, overall, they except for being upside down with the colors, they look really similar, except for the fact that I think I had more glycerin rivers, and I'll show you that with the one in the oven. Otherwise, maybe it don't matter how you do it. You get a good result either way. Either way, whatever works for you. Okay, the one on the left is from the heat pad. The one on the right is from the oven. If I had to pick, I think the oven looks a little bit darker. However, in thinking, I did this my way. So the oven was at 170, and then I shut it off, and then realized if I wanted it to go for an hour, about the same as the heat pad, I turned it back on, brought it up to 150, and then shut it off again. The heat pad was on medium low, okay? We have different settings, and we have 4, so I put it on the second one. And in thinking, it's like, well, depending on the components in the soap, like if it doesn't have a lot of sugar, purees, stuff like that, that's good milk, that's going to really heat it up on its own, probably could have jacked it up to a higher temp, but I don't think it would have made a difference. I think these all kind of came out, to the best of their ability, if you want to say that. But yeah, no, they look great. It was a great test for me because I've always been wondering what's the difference. So now I know. If I, and I didn't leave the light on in the oven. Some people do leave the light on in the oven. Like when you make yogurt, you leave the light on, overnight. But I guess I don't. It's like the Easy Bake Oven light bulb, heating up your food. It's just a little bit extra heat in that oven. And actually, that's something I could do like in these colder months when our house gets cold. But do you see the glycerin rivers in those? I think my lighting makes it a little hard to see them. But yeah, that was the only difference. I mean, seriously, it was a good test. Now I know, right? Now you know. Do your own test, because we all have our own technique. And there you have it. Fuzzy winter. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.